Chores, 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 Martha. What do you mean I quit my six-figure job because of chores? It's kind of true, partially true. I did quit my job, and chores were part of the reason. 3 weeks ago, I quit my job because I wanted to focus on what was important in my life. And one of the things that I noticed that was like kind of falling by the wayside was like how my kids did chores. They would do them when they were asked, but we didn't have any like consistency or routine. And I feel like a lot of that was driven by the fact that when I was done work, I was so burnt out that I didn't have the energy to be like, guys, let's go all get in the kitchen and do the dishes. How this ties into quitting work. I didn't want my kids growing up without like that really strong structure and routine of like, hey, after dinner, we all get up and clean the kitchen and do the dishes as a family. Or in the morning, these are the things that you do before you catch your bus at 7:30 in the morning, which I can tell you teeth were being missed often. Sorry, Mom. So now that I quit my job, I have all the time in the world to think about the structure and routine that we want to have for chores. Originally, I wanted a digital wall calendar because I love that kids get points and you get rewards for certain points and things are built into certain days with a schedule. And oh my God, it looks so dreamy. I'm like, pen and paper, here we go. And I had a notebook and I would just write out the chores the night before. And we'd kind of have like morning, after school kind of thing or weekend chores, depending. And I really just kind of, some items were just 1 point, others were worth more. And the biggest thing was that I needed to write out the chores the night before to make sure that everybody had that structure and routine for the next day. So we also established that the reward for the chores when they got to 100 points would be a Nintendo game. Immediately what I noticed is it was less asking, less tears, less frustration, and just more structure in the day. And they did brush their teeth without being asked before catching the bus in the morning. And they did bring their lunch kit to the counter more days than not. It did take a little bit of reminding, but it wasn't nagging. And I'd say the biggest win was our bedtime routine. Oh my God, it just made it so much easier. They knew they were going to get their points and they just did what they needed to do. We kept the notebook in a central place, as you can see from the state of the notebook. Kitchen counter, dining table, side hutch. Because I was writing the chores from memory, I found that I would miss some things. So to simplify our lives, I actually made like a Canva template. How did it go? I would say overall it went really well. And in 1 month, they got their 100 points that they needed. And we ordered them their Nintendo game off eBay. So it really might seem silly that I quit my job for chores, but being there for my kids and creating structure and routine and being a part of their day was really the big important thing.